Good afternoon, it's Nicholas from Gandora Gaming, and we got some brand new One Piece cards revealed for the brand new structure decks. We got 2 new Smoker cards, a new Katakuri card, and a brand new purple Luffy card, which is really exciting because out of the all new 6 structure decks, these are the 3 that we had the least knowledge on because they had the least cards revealed. For example, we only had 1 Smoker card revealed so far, and that was the Tashigi, which is actually a really insane only Smoker card, which I'm really excited to say. And now we have a brand new main deck Smoker and a brand new main deck Garb, which is really exciting. So it looks like they're really hoping to boost up not only, of course, Garb himself, but also Smoker. I think both those leaders are very underrated and have not seen any play ever since Sakazuki came out, and Sakazuki has been murdered in a ban list, but he's only been replaced by Gecko Moria and, of course, Rob Lucci as the best black decks. Of course, I know Black Yellow Luffy's a black deck, but he doesn't play like any other black deck because he doesn't reduce costs. He just swing big number, So he doesn't play like the other black decks, so I don't really want to count him in this discussion. But when it comes to like the reducing cost, the main gimmick of black, it really Smoker and of course Garp and all the other set 2 and 3 black leaders have really fallen off. So I'm really excited to see where it goes from here and how to... Oh, and set 4, of course, because that was Rebecca. But I don't know. I just really want to see these older black leaders do some things, and let's see if it does anything good here. So first things first, we have the brand new Smoker card. This is a new 6-cost 8K body that says, on play, you can trash 1 Navy card from your hand, give 2 of your opponents 4 cost or less characters, unable to swing the next turn until the end of the next turn. So basically what this does is that it basically does the freeze effect for 2 4-cost or lower units, which is pretty amazing. Now, you do need to trash a card from hand, which is a loss of resource, but you do get to freeze 2 attacks, which is pretty solid. Not to mention, you do get to establish a 6-cost 8K onto the field, which is pretty powerful, and overall, just a really good effect. It's basically Boa from OPO 7, but times 2 with the minus of discarding a card. Now, Boa, of course, is an 8K that doesn't require you to trash a card. Also, she does bottom deck a 2 or less, as well as freezing a character. But you get to freeze 2 4 or less, and you're black, so that just means, you freeze them, and then the next turn you reduce their cost and kill them, which is pretty great, to be honest with you. Overall, I think this is a great new Smoker card, and I'm really excited to see where it goes from here. Next card we got is Garp. I guess this is technically Smoker support because it's in the Smoker structure deck, but of course, anytime I see a new Garp card, I'm always thinking of the Garp leader, and this is no exception. This is a new blocker card that has Garp's ability as a leader, but instead of putting Dawn on characters to reduce costs, this card says, hey, during the main phase, you can trash card to your hand to reduce a unit's characters by 1. So basically, every time you trash a card from hand, you can reduce the cost by 1. Now, that is a huge minus, and I wouldn't recommend it unless you were in a desperate situation. I would like it in the idea that, let's say you just didn't have enough cost reduction in order to get rid of their 10 drop. Well, then you could just trash 1 card from your hand, and now you just got the one cost reduction you needed to finish off the 10K and not having to worry about it. Now, overall, I think this card isn't good. I don't think it will be seeing play. Just because trashing cards from your hand to reduce costs is not a great idea. But who knows? Maybe it's good enough. Maybe you'll tell me it's actually insane. But I think as a blocker with not really the greatest stats, I don't know. Personally, I feel like there's just better black cards, and you're better luck playing a Brook over this guy. But it's still cool. I like the Garp Gang support in a Smoker structure deck. But I just wish it was better. That is it for the new Smoker cards. So now I believe we have 3 of them revealed. So we only have 2 more Smoker cards yet. And then all of that new structure deck has basically been revealed because everything else will just be reprints. So keep that in mind. When it comes to the amount of cards we need, we get 5 new cards each set for the structure deck. So we have 3 so far for Smoker revealed. We have 4 revealed for Blue Dolphy. I believe for Edward Newgate / Ace, we got... I believe we got 3 revealed so far. We got the Ace himself, and then we got 2 main deck Whitebeard Pirate dudes, so I think we still need 2 more for him. And then we still, of course, have Katakuri and what's called Katakuri and, of course, our brand new Purple Luffy. I think they only have 1 card each, so the new card we're going to get revealed here will make them 2 cards revealed. I might be forgetting one. It might be 3 now, but 2 to 3 cards. And then, of course, Uta, we have 3 cards revealed. We have the die-cast shakes, the blocker card, and I believe there was something else. No, actually, maybe this is 2 for Uta. I'm not really sure. You all tell me in the comments. But anyway, let's not talk about the old cards. Let's talk about the brand new cards that just got revealed today. That being the brand new 4-cost purple blocker being Nami. That's a brand new Nami card. This is basically a pretty solid card. It's a blocker, 4 cost. Basically has the ability that on play, if you have 8 or more Dawn in play, you get to trash 1 to draw 2. Now, that does suck because you usually want to draw 2, then trash 1, because then you get to see what cards in your hand, and you get to fix your hand accordingly. But it's still a draw 2, so you can't really complain. It is a 4-cost blocker, so it is a high cost to do this effect. And not to mention, it doesn't have really the greatest stats as a 4K blocker, but I don't know, it has some possibilities. And also, it does require you to have 8 Dawn, so yeah, so I gotta keep that in mind. Overall, I think the card's solid. I think it will see some play, and maybe not in Purple Luffy, but in other decks. You'll just have to see. It gets all the bricks out of your hand. If you're playing like a lot of 10 costs or a lot of non-counter dudes, this card literally says trash 1 of them and draw 2, so that's pretty solid. And it's a blocker, so it'll at least protect you or force your opponent to waste resources on removing it. I don't know. It seems to be decent enough. I don't know. You'll tell me in the comments if it's a purple staple or it's just another folder for the bin. Next, we have the new Brûlée card. It's the new 3-cost character, 2K counter that has the effect, trigger. It has no effect. It just has a trigger effect. It's basically a vanilla. And its trigger effect is that you can, when triggered, look at either the top or bottom card of you or your opponent's life, and then you get to place it in any order, and then you can add this card to your hand. So this card, I think, is the first trigger that doesn't play itself, that doesn't lose a resource. So if you don't know, most triggers either play themselves as monsters, or they have the effect to just trash them from hand to then apply an effect. This card says, hey, you get to apply an effect, but you get to keep the card in hand. You get to keep the 2K, which is absolutely insane. Now, the effect isn't the greatest. It's basically just Katakuri's effect on a trigger, which is look at the top or bottom of a person's life and then place it in whatever order you want, top or bottom. But overall, it's still pretty decent. It's still pretty good. So I like it. You all tell me in the comments what you think. But overall, that's it for today. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't do anything stupid. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.